Good afternoon, 5th and 6th graders. I am here to walk you through how you're going to access and use the Padlet for your argumentative writing. As you can see, I am here at the remote learning website. I've come from these three lines, and I'm coming down here to the correct week, the week of May 26th to May 29th. When I get here, I realize that everything is arranged exactly the same way. I'm going to first watch the Weekly Buzz video by my lower house teachers, and then I'm going to go right into my research using Padlet. I'm going to read the directions because a lot of times my questions have to do with directions. So what I'm going to do is open this Padlet and find the category that most closely aligns with my ecological footprint topic. As you'll recall, our example has been about my water usage. And so I am going to go ahead when I open it up, find that column, which will have all of the information that I will need to read in an effort to compile some research to support my claim. I'm going to take notes using the graphic organizer under the Express section. So right down here, I realize that this week I have some more boxes and bullets to do with my second paragraph that I'm going to be writing based on the research that I will be doing on this Padlet. So the first thing that I'm going to do is click on this Padlet link, and I am going to go, it will take me straight to the Padlet. Now, as you will recall, the first thing that you're going to want to do when you get to a Padlet is you want to go ahead and like it. See this little heart? You want to make sure that it is clicked and it is yellow, which will then enable you to access it at any time. And so let's just take a look really quickly as to how this is organized. The first column, I noticed that I have some articles, some research that have to do with water use. Maybe I'm more focused on something to do with food. Maybe I want to be doing some more composting. So I am going to go ahead and read the articles underneath food in an effort to take some notes on that to support my claim. And maybe my claim is that composting is something that everyone should do more often. And so I'm going to find the information that relates directly to that claim so that I can support it and convince people to start doing some more composting. Maybe I'm really trying to make a commitment to cut down on my carbon emissions by biking everywhere. Maybe I want to do maybe I want to reduce my footprint, and I want to focus in on something to do with my shelter. Maybe I'm really interested in cutting down my energy use, and so I'm going to go ahead and read these articles to help me form that argument. And then the last three columns, we have some interesting articles on clothing, right, and how they're kind of made. And so maybe that's going to help me formulate an argument about recycling and reusing old things, okay, like t-shirts. And then there's just this kind of random category about stuff, okay? And maybe in here, I'm gonna start to read because I'm gonna find some data, some statistics to support something that I am writing about. And maybe it's about trying to reduce how much stuff we put in landfills. And so that's how the Padlet is organized. Again, once you click on it from the website, it will take you directly here. You will be able to like it. Now, once you like the Padlet, when you now go and click on the Padlet icon on your iPad, you will be able to have access to it. If you have any questions, please contact one of your teachers and they will be able to walk you through. But once I open up these articles, underneath the category that I'm focused on, and I read the information and I take the notes and I put them onto this graphic organizer, I will then be ready to go ahead and compose my second paragraph. You'll notice here that we have put together some examples for you, okay? You may write below them or replace them or delete them, okay? And so remember, I'm trying to convince you as to why reducing my water usage is important and why and how it impacts the environment, okay? And again, you're using the research from the Padlet that we just looked at in an effort to start to come up with some facts, right? How many times have you tried to put together an argument and your parents say, it's not really supported by that many facts? So you want to make sure that you are using the facts. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to put in here is that water is used for many things besides drinking, right? We know that it comes from rain, snow, and other precipitation, but we also know that it's not a renewable resource, okay? So we have to use it wisely. Now, underneath here, I have taken facts directly from one of the articles, and I have put at least two facts underneath here to support my argument, okay? And so I'm going to talk about how the earth is covered by water, 2/3 of the earth, but only 1% of that is even close to drinkable. I realized too from one of these articles from my research that I'm using over 100 gallons every day of water for washing, cooking, and other things. And so that seems like an exorbitant amount when you think about a milk jug as being 1 gallon, right? I'm using over 100 of those just in my everyday routines of life. Then, in an even greater effort to support what I am saying, I am going to actually take a quote directly from the article from this Padlet. And so you'll notice that my quote comes from this article, Water, Water Everywhere. And so what I have found out is that in this article, Water, Water Everywhere, it states, every year Earth's population grows and we need even more water. Yet Earth has only so much water and we cannot make more. So we must conserve the water we have. That's a really important point. I have experts backing up what I am saying as my claim just by inserting that quote into my paragraph. And then lastly, we want you to really put together some data and statistics, okay, about my topic. And so you will notice when I go back to the website, we have an example paragraph. And what I did is I literally copied and pasted. Watch this. I took this right here, I copied it, and I pasted it right into my Google Doc that I started last week with my first paragraph. And notice it starts exactly the same way, okay? Then I'm going to go back, I'm going to copy and paste in my evidence, my facts, my quote, my data, and stats. And then I'm going to edit this paragraph by adding in some transition words, okay? This is exactly what we want you to be doing. We want you to be using what you put together for your graphic organizer, then using that for your paragraph. Again, if you have any questions, please talk to one of your teachers and they will be able to help you through it.